Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to create paint effect on text using Adobe Firefly and Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into using type tool, exporting image to JPG, and generating images using Adobe Firefly. So let's get started. So here in our document, I prepare here a clear canvas. And our first step here is we're going to create the text layer. Alright, so going on to the toolbar, let's find the type tool. Alright, just click this icon. Then let's apply it to our canvas. Okay, so just click it somewhere else. Right, and then type the text that we want. So let's say I'm gonna write down doodle. Okay, now I'm going to change the font of this. So press Ctrl plus A to select all those letters. Then let's change the font style into Sego script. Now let's increase the size of this layer. So click on that text layer to make it active. Press Ctrl plus T for the transformation command to be out. And now we may now start increasing the size. Then hit enter. Now the next step here is that we're going to add a stroke to it. And before we do that, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Well, moving back, going on to the layers panel, right click on the text layer, then choose on blending options. Under the blending options, I'm going to tick on the stroke. All right, take this one. Let's also click on the stroke for us to make some changes. For the position, I'm going to set this one to outside. Then for the color, set this one to black. For the opacity, set this one to 100%. And then we now start playing around to the size that we are comfortable with the effect. All right. So I'm good with 6 pixels. Then hit OK. Now the next step we're going to do here is we're going to export this image to JPG. So going on to the menu bar, go to File, then choose on Export and choose on Export As. So for the format, I'm going to set this one to JPG. Then hit Export. Now let's name this layer as. Now hit export. Let's name this layer as doodle. Okay, then save. Next step here, let's open a new window. All right, then from this Google, let's type down fireflyadobe.com. Then hit enter. Okay, make sure that you have a subscription from this Adobe Firefly for you to be able to generate images. The next step we're gonna do here is we're going to apply the effect that we may add on our text. Okay, so first let's type down the word colorful paint. Then let's say glossy wet texture, comma, with a single stroke smeared with paintbrush. All right, so that's the prompt that I'm gonna use. Then click on generate. Adobe Firefly will instantly generate image from text. And there you have it. There are 4 variations here. Now you can just choose that you will be satisfied with. So I'll be going on the first one. And then once you put on the mouse cursor there, I'm going to click this pen icon on top. Then we're gonna make use of this one as a use a style reference. Okay, make sure that's selected. Then going here at the left part of the screen from the general setting, I'm going to click this image. And now we're going to upload the text that we just export a while ago. So click on this, doodle, then hit open. So just continue. There you go. It's already there. Now the next step here is we're going to, from the content type, I'm going to set this one to photo. Then for the strength, to make the text more visible, we're going to increase the strength. There you go. Okay. All right. So going down here, actually that's the one that we just saved a while ago. From the effects, I'm gonna choose on the popular and select on the hyper realistics. Okay, so going down here, that will be the style and effect that will be applied. Right. So we have the style reference, composition reference, that's the text, the photo, and the hyper realistic. Okay. Now let's change on the prompt. Let's add another prompt here. And let's say the text should be bold glossy color, glossy colorful paint smeared with paint brush on a white background. So that's it. That's the prompt that we're gonna use on. Right? So the text should be bold, glossy, colorful paint smeared with paintbrush on a white background. Then hit on generate on the right side of our screen. Yeah, this one. All right. So once done generating, now we already have here the samples. Okay. All right. So as you have noticed here that the image is not that wide because we forgot to set something, and that is under the general setting from the aspect ratio. Make sure this one is set to widescreen, especially when the text reference that you're uploading is on the landscape size. All right. So once you're good at it, let's do it again. Hit on generate. Now this time the image is wider. All right. So here are the 4 variations provided. Okay. So let's start with the first one. Let's look at that. Wow, this one looks perfect. This is what I mean. Okay, so let's go to the second one. All right, this one is also totally fine. All right, so you just choose the best for it. So I'll go with the first one. I like this one. I like the glossiness of that wet paint. Okay, and then once you already have this image, don't forget to hit download on the upper right corner of this image. All right, this one. Just click download. There you go. Now it's already downloaded on your file. And that's how it goes. And that is how to create paint effect on text using Adobe Firefly and Photoshop.